Thank you for clicking on today's video. Thank you so much for watching these videos. I really do appreciate all y'all support. We've gotten a lot of new subscribers lately. Hey, thanks for joining me on my debt-free journey. We are definitely in the midst of paying off debt, but if you guys are interested, this channel is all about paying off debt, saving money, living your life, but trying to get financially free as well. We love to retire early. So if you guys are interested in content like that, please subscribe and come back and watch more videos. We will definitely have more budget videos. And if you guys are interested in maybe a budgeting series, how to set up a budget, doing different kinds of budgets, you know, this budget today is focused more on being a month ahead, whereas my original budgeting video months ago was about being paycheck to paycheck. So if you guys want me to make a more updated version of that, let me know. But definitely give some feedback in the comments. I'd love to make videos that you guys want to see. So today we're going to do budget with me. This is, again, my second paycheck of the month, and it's just me getting paid. So we are expecting around $540 this paycheck. So this kind of gives you an idea. My fixed expenses are all of my bills that are very consistent, and I don't pay all of them or towards all of them. We are a month ahead on all of these bills. So right now I am saving in October for November's bills. So when my husband gets paid, that's when a good portion of each of those bills balance gets paid. I'm not making sense. Say for example, like student loans is $18. You know, when my husband and I get paid at the same time, we may put $30 towards it, and then 18 when I get paid. So I hope that makes sense. You kind of have to figure out what works for you. You know, I knew that as long as my cash envelopes were covered, so groceries, my child, dog food, all the basics, necessities, then we're starting to focus on how much can I put towards my fixed expenses, and then how much I have left I can put into our sinking funds. So the first part right here is our fixed expenses. So we're going to do $7 toward Black Pest. So I don't want to skip over rent. So rent is something that comes out of my husband's check. So that will be next week. So Black Pest is $7. We do rent this house, but we are responsible for a lot of one-off things. Pest is one of those things that I outsource. I don't like bugs in or outside. So I do have pests come out and treat anything, any ant hills, spiders, all that kind of stuff. So I pay them every month. And then student loans, I am paying on one of my loans. The rest of them are in deferment. So we're putting $18 towards student loans. Netflix and Adobe are subscriptions that are very small in the amount. So we just let that come out of the buffer in the bank. AT&T is our internet. We pay $18 toward internet. Verizon, we're putting $20 towards our cell phone bill. Again, when my husband gets paid, we'll probably put $50 towards it, whereas when I get paid, we'll do $20. So ultimately, $20 for 4 paychecks for me, and then $40, 2 paychecks for him. Kind of get the idea. Okay, and then we do have some automatic transfers that go into our savings account. And then we have 2 vehicles. Those will not come out of my paycheck. They will come out of his, as well as car insurance and childcare. So roughly we are doing $63 out of our fixed expenses. So we're going to go down here to variable. We are not going to pay anything in variable from my paycheck. So that's credit cards, energy, water. Variable expenses are just like what they sound. They are regular expenses that you know you're going to have every month. You just don't really know what that bill is going to be. You know, when you may find that you're washing towels and dishes in hot water more often in one month than you are another. Say you have a swimming pool and you constantly are washing your towels from going swimming. Your hot water bill may be higher in the months of the summer than it would in the winter. So stuff like that. So it varies every month. I don't really know what it's going to be. I just kind of do a rough estimate. But again, that will come out of my husband's check. Okay, so we're going to go down here to cash envelopes. That's the other thing that doesn't change. So I do want to mention that this 540 is what I'm guesstimating I'm going to get. So if it's more, then I'll have more money to put in sinking funds. If it's less, then I will take away from the sinking funds. So the fixed, variable, and cash envelopes always stay the same. They should not change unless something drastic's happening, like I took some time off and it's unpaid. That would be the only time it'd be a big change. But give or take $20, $30 plus or minus, that would be coming out of the sinking funds. Okay, so let's go down here to cash envelopes here. So I'm going to change this text to black so we can read it. So we're going to do $160 in groceries, $40 for my baby, $40 for dining out, and $40 for miscellaneous. Gas we currently put on my credit card. So my credit card is paid off. So we use it for gas just to keep some kind of charges showing up. So every month it gets paid off. So when my husband gets paid, when I'm doing our budget for that week, I will go to my Capital One account and see what balance is on my credit card and go ahead and pull that out. And I do that for both paychecks of my husband's that month. So at the end of the month, we should be paying it off in full every time. That's kind of the only way that I was willing to continue to use my credit card, was to make sure it's paid off every week, or every month. And again, it's only used for gas. So that's why there's nothing here for gas but there'll be something there next week when we do my husband's check. Pet care, we're not gonna do anything with that. We just restocked cat litter, and I already have money this week for dog food, so we won't need anything there. And then yard maintenance, we don't need anything there either for this coming week. We just had our grass cut today, so we don't have to worry about that. Sorry if you see my dog sitting right there on the bed, and my dog, the other one's starting to growl. Okay, so let's jump into sinking funds real quick. So let's turn this text black here. So the sinking funds that are green are the ones that are paid in full right now, or fully funded. So Christmas is $1,000, vacation is $2,000, and cake funds is $60. So these numbers over here are ultimately the goals that I would love to see in to be fully funded. So I turned them green because right now we don't need to put any money towards them. Not too long ago we had car maintenance paid off, but fully funded. But we did have to replace my husband's car battery in his Jeep. So car batteries are very expensive recently. So we do have to replace $265. So we are going to start putting money back towards that. But again, that may be on the next check. So for date night, we're going to do $20. For birthdays, we're going to do $10. For health, we're going to do $5. Health is for over-the-counter medicine and some of our regular prescription stuff that we need. Clothing is $10. This is clothing for me and my husband. My son just got a new wardrobe, basically, of winter clothes. We do trade out the Cat and Jack at Target. If you haven't tried it, I've talked about it before. Definitely recommend. If you have questions about that, let me know down below. But we definitely just did that and got $100 to put towards new winter clothes for him. So he just got new shoes, pants, shirts, all that jazz. So beauty, we're going to do 20. Beauty ultimately will be broken out between hair, nails, and beauty. I did start getting my nails done again, and then all three of us in the house get our hair cut. Mine tends to be a little more expensive, and I get mine done twice a year. So I definitely want to start saving and breaking that money out to make sure that I have money for nails and for my own hair. Okay, cake funds, like I said, is fully funded. This is for when I do cakes for family. I don't want that money coming out of my grocery bill. Groceries are already so expensive, so I have money set aside for that if I'm going to make a cake for somebody. Gifts is for $10. This is outside of birthdays, so this is wedding, baby shower, whatnot. We do have a baby shower to go to at the end of the month, so that's what that will be going towards. Amazon Prime is $2. We are paying, we're saving up for our Prime membership fee that will be next year. Mason's birthday, he just turned 2 on September 24th, so we are saving for next year. So $7 a week will be about $1,000 in a year. So we are starting now and saving up $7 a week. All right, debt, we're not going to do anything this week. Debt comes out of my husband's check. So the debt payments include actual payments that we pull out of our bank, out of our budget in our paycheck, and then also rollover cash from our cash envelopes. So Like up here, if we don't use all of our miscellaneous or all of our dining out money, then I will set that aside and put that into our debt payment sinking fund. So we won't be putting anything in it as of this paycheck. Home maintenance, we're going to do $10. This is for light bulbs, anything like that, floor cleaner, things like that. Car maintenance, we're not going to do anything this week. Health deductible is $10. Ultimately, I'd love to have our health deductible saved in a bank account somewhere, so we're not having to worry about health bills getting worked into our monthly budget. Long goal, but a goal. Vet is $25. We do have 2 dogs. One of them sleeping right there. And we have a cat. And one of our dogs had back surgery a few years ago. He was only like 3 when he had surgery. So unfortunately, once they have back problems, they will always have back problems. So we are just preparing just in case. We do have a care credit card that we can use at the vet if we have some kind of emergency, but we are set up in our savings and our emergency savings to be able to cover any kind of surgery he may need again, or any issues or medications or whatever. But we would love to have a fully funded vet account, even for the other dog or for our cat. Mason, my son, is going to get $26 into his account. Retirement's not going to get anything this week. And then Future Home's going to get $5. We're just trying to save towards small fees of when we buy a house, trying to set up any kind of utilities or anything that may have small fees. I'm not even sure how much we have in our Future Home thing right now, but I just like to put money towards it. I'm not quite sure what we're going to use it for. And then savings, I'm not putting anything in here. Somebody asked me recently about my savings, so I don't have a savings envelope only because we're in the situation where we sold our house and we're able to save a good portion of money. So we have about 4 months of expenses in one high yield, and then we have a $10,000 emergency fund that's more accessible than our high yield. So we're okay there. And then I do have money automatically drafted every 2 weeks going into a savings account. So I don't specifically put anything else towards that. I think we're in a position where I'd rather focus on making sure that the things that we need, like on the sinking fund list, are taken care of, as well as we are paying off debt as quickly as we can. So last month we were able to put about $600 towards debt, which is amazing. That took my husband's credit card down a good bit. So we'll continue to focus on his credit card. Speaking of debt, I will probably do a debt confession update at the beginning of the next year, 2023. That was my first video on YouTube last year, or this past January, was my debt confession, and we had like 140,000 plus in debt. So, and that did not include the house. So if you're interested in that, I can definitely link it. You guys should go check out and see kind of where we started. And then I'll do another one here at the end of the year to kind of see how much we've paid off. We did pay off a good bit when we sold the house, and we're continuing to do that. I hope we'll get a few more things paid off by the end of the year. But guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate y'all's support. If you guys have any video suggestions, definitely link those, let me know down below. If you guys want a budgeting series, let me know. We are getting ready to go into the holiday season and then get into 2023, so kind of a new year, new budget. So if you guys are wanting to see different kinds of budget videos, an updated paycheck to paycheck, and then a month ahead one, anything like that, let me know. I'd love to do that. I love budgeting, and I'm definitely getting my mom and my sister into it. So I've never saved this much money unless I was doing this budget. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. And definitely subscribe, watch the next videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.